Hebden Bridge is of course the lesbian capital of the UK. Hey everyone, G loves trains here and welcome to Exploring Yorkshire in the Humber by train, day 19. It is so sweaty this morning, and also in getting this first train this morning I completely forgot to bring the piece of paper where I've written down my plan for the day, so I've just very quickly had to rewrite it all out. I'm off to Walsden, Todmorden, Hebden Bridge, Mytholmroyd, Sowerby Bridge, Halifax and Brighouse. I'm currently on the first train. It's a loud train, it's 150-142, and usually when I'm getting into this region I have to do several changeovers, so it is brilliant that I've got a direct from the Wigan to Walsden train. There are quite a few tunnels then coming into Walsden, and oh, it is lovely weather out today. Do you know what, it proper smells like summer here, but don't get Walsden confused with Walkden because they do sound kind of... What is that noise? I think the tap in tap out machine is making a beeping noise. Anyways, let's have a look around the station. There are several pieces of artwork up along the fences, as well as several seating areas along the platforms. Here on platform 2, it looks as though there's two ways out, one step free access and then the way out at the end, I'm guessing, has steps. There are some shelters over on platform 1. In the shelter there is the ticket machine, but there's no ticket machine in the shelter on platform 2. And Walsden is a northern only station and it's got 2 platforms. Okay, so I was supposed to have an hour's wait here, but I've just seen that the 10:34 service has been cancelled, so I'm now going to have 2 hours here at Walsden, but I'm still just going to go and do what I was going to do anyway and just take my time a little more with it, I guess. Well, it didn't take me long at all to get where I was going. It's literally across the road from the station, but I thought I would have a little walk along the Rochdale Canal. May as well make it a bit longer than a little walk now that I've got ages until the next train. Do you know what? It's only a half an hour walk to the next station along Todmorden as well, but obviously I have to get off and back on a train at each station, so I've got to do that wait. You know, you could be mistaken and think we're in Canada here because there's Quebec Street followed by Montreal Street, but no, we're still in Walsden and I'm just heading back down to the platform of the station. I'm just gonna do some sunbathing whilst the sun's out and just kill the rest of the time here. I'm on 156424 and I was trying to think back to what station did I last have a 2 hour wait at, and genuinely it's been that long that I cannot think where I had my last 2 hour wait, but finally got that out of the way and I'm off to Todmorden now. I'm at Todmorden. I have been to this station a couple of times now, but as always I am glad to be back. It's a really beautiful area and the station is rather pretty too. We've got some flowers along the platforms and there's some of them posters up like with Walsden as well. Todmorden's run by Northern Trains and it's got 2 platforms. I'm also wondering if this waiting room over here is still locked this time. Oh! No, it's not. It's actually open today. It smells like minor fresh paint. Hey, it's one of the most common posters up that you see at stations. There are some ticket machines down here as you make your way out. I'm sure there's a ticket office here somewhere as well. I thought it was there, but it's not. It might be up on the platform, actually, the other platform, so what I was just on. Now last time I was here I did have a walk up to Gaddings Dam and then over across to Studley Pike, and that is an absolutely beautiful walk and I would recommend going climbing up to those things. I'm not going to do that today, however I am actually just going to head to Wetherspoons because I'm really in the mood for a breakfast. Well, they'd run out of the vegan breakfast, but I had a burger, so happy days, at least I've had food now. And I'm straight back out into the sunshine. Just got off sexy 195 120, which was ridiculously busy, especially compared to the Southport to Blackpool, I'm gonna say Blackpool then, Blackburn runs that was on before. But that has brought me now to Hebden Bridge, and it was like 25 minutes late, so my time at this station has been reduced significantly. I was going to have a walk to the River Calder, but I'm now considering just staying in the station to be safe and make sure that I can get the next train. Hebden Bridge is run by Northern Trains and it's got 2 platforms, and the platforms are kind of staggered-ish, like this one extends this way more and that one extends that way more. That was a really good description, wasn't it? But yeah, I don't actually remember the platforms being like that, so that was a lovely surprise. We've got a signal box here ahead of me, and the best thing about Hebden Bridge, which I absolutely love, and it is a really beautiful station by the way, is the big old signs. I was wondering how you cross the platforms here as well, but it is via a subway. You can get down, I think it's via a ramp, or there are lifts as well. There is a lamp room there, and I was wondering, what is a lamp room? Is it a room with a load of lamps in it? But also I've got to mention, being here at Hebden Bridge again, Hebden Bridge is of course the lesbian capital of the UK. Just come out to the front of the station and I said, oh, I probably don't have time to go and have a wander to the River Calder. Well, I don't think I realised quite how close it was because I can literally hear the flowing water from here, so I think very quickly I'm just going to have a wander down this road and I should be able to see it. I remember last time I was here when I was walking down here and it was all iced over and I was slipping all over the place. This makes a nice change. I'm on 195 115 and it is, I'm glad to say, a bit quieter on this one. I've managed to get a seat. I don't think I'm on here for too long, however it should only be like a few minutes to Mytholmroyd, I'd guess. I'm at Mytholmroyd, which is a very fun station name to say, and I've not actually got long here. It's literally like 11-12 minutes, so I'm gonna just try and get my filming done as quick as possible. Mytholmroyd is operated by Northern Trains and it's got 2 platforms, and as we were pulling in on the train just then, the platform, honestly, it seemed so long. Also along the platforms there are a lot of seating areas, but you know what, I think Mytholmroyd is one of the quieter stations along this line, so again, like, it's nice to see so many seats here. There are shelters on either platform with a ticket machine in both of them. And when you're at Mytholmroyd, you put your knickers on your head, you put your knickers on your head, you put your knickers on your head. When you're at Mytholmroyd, you put your knickers on your head and you shout, "Squishy babies!" And we just have a walk to the end of platform 2 here because there is a building that I noticed as we were going past on the train, and I am wondering what it is. Look at that for a view, that is beautiful. Okay, so it turns out you can't quite actually get to that building, whatever it is, because there's a fence in the way, but it does look like it's an old, out of use now station building. And the platforms did clearly used to be longer than what they are now. And like I say, they are quite long. It was lovely having a walk down here, but yeah, they did used to go on a bit further. The River Calder and the Rochdale Canal do both run close by to here, and if I had longer here then I probably would have gone and seen them. But the next train is here now. It's sexy 195 123. Not gonna lie, I quite needed a poo on that train, but unfortunately the toilets were out of use, so I'll have to hold it. I'm now at Sowerby Bridge. The station that I get confused with regards to the name of this station is Smithy Bridge, because they're both like S bridges. Is there a bridge here? Not that I can see so far, but I'll tell you what, this is a lovely looking station. I like these welcome to Sowerby Bridge signs, especially that one, because there's like some geese and baby geese underneath it. Also at Sowerby Bridge we've got 2 platforms and northern trains, and there's some shelters down there, there's some flowers as well. There's been quite a few flowers at all the stations I've been to so far. There's this little indoor waiting bit here as well with a ticket machine just before you go down the ramp to cross the platform, which you do underneath a subway. Well, there's a bridge there. Again, the time I have at Sowerby Bridge has been cut down a little bit because that train was about, I don't know, 10-ish minutes delayed. But I'm just going to go as fast as I can for a little walk here and then hopefully make it back in time. Well, hopefully make it there and then make it back in time for the train. Well, I'm back overlooking the River Calder, and a little bit further down there is actually where the Rochdale Canal comes to an end and merges with the River Calder. That was a bit of a tongue twister, but yeah, there we go. Seas are flowing water now, I'm happy. Let's get back to the station. Just got off this train here, section 195, 121. Well, I think it's 121. Yeah, it's 121 because at the other end the number had slightly rubbed off. But it's brought me to Halifax, the railway station, not the bank. At Halifax there is a waiting room, there's even toilets through there, but I actually strangely no longer need a poo, but if suddenly I do again I can always go to the toilets there. To get out of the station, it looks like you have to climb up the stairs, or there is a lift at the back here to the concourse as well. And looking out of the station, you can see a massive sign that says that Quality Street is made in Halifax. Nice to see a little bit of a different layout here at Halifax. It has got 2 platforms, but they are on an island platform. It looks like maybe once upon a time there used to be a 3rd platform over there as well. It is operated by Northern Trains, and also Grand Central trains call here, which was much to my surprise when I found that out. I had no idea that Grand Central ran from Bradford through to London. Lovely small concourse there at Halifax. There's a little cafe in there, ticket buying facilities. That train that I was just on, again, it was slightly delayed, so I do have a little bit less time. Well, less the next one's delayed as well, as keeps happening here at Halifax. I'm just going to have a wander out and see what it's about. Okay, very excitingly, I am waiting for the next train, and it is going to be my first ever time riding with Grand Central, and also my first ever time riding on a Class 180. I cannot wait for this, and I'm now slightly grateful for those 2 hours that I spent at Walsden, because if that train hadn't been cancelled and I just did the 1 hour wait, then I wouldn't get a chance to be riding with Grand Central now. I'm on 180-112, and my immediate thought in coming into the carriage just then was, whoa, it kind of looks like a Class 175, but apparently the reason for that, which makes sense, is because they are both, the 180s and the 175s, part of the Corridor family. This train is really sweet, and I wish I was able to stay on it a little bit longer. I'm going to be on here for about 10 minutes now. Bring on the G-Evolution. Genuinely really like those trains. I would love to ride a longer distance on one day, hopefully one day soon, because honestly that just reminded me of a 175. It looked exactly like a 175 but orange, and I really like the seats as well with the, I'm calling them little oranges on the maquette. But anyways, that train has brought me now to the final station of Brighouse. So Brighouse is a little all of a sudden windy, but I'm sure that'll go away. It's really hot still as well, which is lovely. But it is served by Northern Trains and Grand Central, and it has got the 2 platforms. At Brighouse station there's a load of flower pots up along the platform. Yep, there's some on that platform as well, along the platform fences. And there's loads of posters up along the fences as well. To get out of the station there is a set of stairs, or there's a ramp, and you know me, I love going up the ramp. There's a Blackpool Tower there right outside the station. Just walked past the River Calder again, and now I'm walking past the Calder Hebble navigation, and I love how those 2 pieces of flowing water are actually labelled with signs up on the pavement. I am going past the flowing water, however I need to actually cross the road somehow, I'll figure a way. But we're actually going to a park this time. Well, I've made it to Welholme Park, it's called. You have to sort of make your way right alongside the Tesco car park to get here. There's a lot of people here actually, but I've got a bit of time in Brighouse, so I think I'll just spend it here. Well, that was a fun way to spend a Sunday, and in beautiful weather as well. This line, well, not quite Brighouse, but the other stations down the Calder Vale line. I always forget the name of that line. Well, the whole line was actually the reason that I wanted to come and film within this region and make this series. I've ridden down it a few times and it's absolutely stunning, and it's what I think of when people always say Yorkshire's really beautiful. So I'm very happy to have actually filmed it within the series now. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye! Oh, no, it's not. It's actually... it's not even like, it's actually open today.